Right, punters, I want to start talking about a serious futures contender for the Caulfield Cup in 2026. That horse is Green Spaces by Street Boss out of the Reduced Choice mare Outdoor. It was a very good effort on Saturday. This horse ran second to Autumn Boy in the Rosehill Guineas, beaten 1.94 lengths with Observer back in third. I'm going to show you a replay of that race first. This was a good effort, and then I'll go into the reasoning behind why it's a Caulfield Cup chance. This is Autumn Boy here, and then you've got Green Spaces on the outside here. We'll pick them up from this point of the race. Now, Autumn Boy wins by a bit of a space here, by 1.94 lengths, but Green Spaces out the back, second last. It's the only one to make up good headway from the back in this race. This is Green Spaces here, second last. This is Autumn Boy here. Loose front end leader. Green Spaces back to last. As another one makes a run around the outside of it. Autumn Boy still tucked away. Green Spaces has to come off the back of this other one. Autumn Boy gets clear, surges away. And Green Spaces is the only one to make up ground, significant ground from the back. Gets a better of Observer in deep stretch. He's an excellent benchmark, being a Victorian Derby winner. So that's Green Spaces in the Rosehill Guineas. Now, we're talking about a 4-year-old whose best win was the Newcastle Spring Stakes at Group 3 level. That race is always generally a pretty good form guide to a potential future stayer as a 4 and 5-year-old. This horse will be a 4-year-old in the spring when it goes into the Caulfield Cup. Won the Spring Stakes by 3 lengths. I'm just going to go into the breeding because this is important, being a lightly raced progressive type. By Street Boss out of the Reduced Choice mare Outdoor. You get back to the second dam of this one, it's none other than the Serenade Rose, the Stravinsky mare. She was very, very, very smart. And her pedigree screams 2,400 metres. She won the VRC Oaks, the Australasian Oaks, the Arrowfield Stud Stakes, all at Group 1 level, 2,500, 2,400, 2,000, the Edward Manifold, the Wakeful and the Angus Armanasco. She was an excellent staying mare. And Stravinsky, excellent broodmare sire. You get back to the third dam, Rose of Tralee. So we've got the influence of Sadler's Wells. But this is where the pedigree becomes interesting. When you get back to the fourth dam, Circus Ring, she was champion 2-year-old filly in England, Grand Dam of Triple Australian Group 1 winner, Serenade Rose, Grand Dam of champion Hong Kong galloper Viva Pitaka. This is an excellent staying family back through the second, third and fourth dam. So the way that Green Spaces finished off the Rosehill Guineas, and on the back of winning the Newcastle, the Spring Stakes at Newcastle as a 3-year-old by widening 3 lengths, this horse is bred for 2,400 metres all day, every day of the week. Here's the thing: when you go back deeper into the second in the Rosehill Guineas, you had Observer back in third, clearly better than Observer through the line over 2,000. Observer won the Derby, won the Vars, won the Autumn Stakes, won the Australian Guineas. The form stacks up left, right and centre. One step closer in fourth by Castle Vecchio, improving staying type. Has the form around Observer through the Vars and the Derby back in the spring. Fifth horse home, Federalist by I'm Invincible out of Arcadia Queen. Excellent distaff side of the pedigree. Once again, another good reference. Second in the Group 2 far lap, the start by 4 behind 60s. So it doesn't matter where you look in this form reference, it's an excellent form reference. Now, the next thing to note is, if we go and look at a comparison, in 2025, we had Plymouth go round in the Caulfield Cup. Plymouth got into the Caulfield Cup on the back of running 4th to broadsiding in the Rosehill Guineas. Aliana in second, beaten 1.45 lengths. Green Spaces' effort in the Rosehill Guineas was better than Plymouth. Plymouth got into the Caulfield Cup off the back of a Herbert Power second with 51 kilos. All right, he's well beaten, but he got in with 51. Weight for age as a 4-year-old is 57.5. So I'm pretty sure that Green Spaces will only get 51.5 as a comparison for the Caulfield Cup. You're getting 6.5 kilos below weight for age level. And he's a better horse than Plymouth. Now, on the back of saying that, we need to remember that there's no markets out yet for the Caulfield Cup that has Green Spaces in it. But there is markets out for the Cox Plate. The Cox Plate this year is run at Flemington because Moonee Valley is under redevelopment. So with that in mind, I think this horse will be nominated for a Cox Plate. I'm pretty sure they won't go to a Cox Plate. I'm pretty sure they'll go to a Caulfield Cup with this horse this year. It'll be a 4-year-old in the spring. 51.5 in a Caulfield Cup is a serious chance. At the moment, it's listed as 50-1 in the Cox Plate. 50-1 the place, 14.0 the win. 50-1 the win, 14.0 the place. So, you know, when markets do come out for the Caulfield Cup, as soon as the price comes up about this horse, I'd be nibbling at it on an each way basis. And I'm pretty sure it'll be 50-1, 80-1, 100-1 in a Caulfield Cup. No one would have cottoned onto this horse as a Caulfield Cup chance yet. I'm telling you right now, this horse profiles big time as a potential Caulfield Cup horse. The way its record sets up as only being a Group 3 winner, that same form line through the Rosehill Guineas that Plymouth had, it all suggests that this horse into the spring is going to be the perfect Caulfield Cup type. It's only had 3 runs this prep so far. You know, lightly tried, 3 from 9 winner. That's a perfect profile for a Caulfield Cup horse. Being a 3-year-old colt from the Godolphin Yard, they would have the Caulfield Cup well on their radar for this horse. So yeah, when markets open for the Caulfield Cup, jump on Green Spaces as a potential futures angle. We win when you win, punters.